And welcome to Optimize 2019. I'm Don Armstrong, and sitting with me now is Antonio Pietri. He's the CEO of Aspen Tech. Welcome, and thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Great to be here.
So what do you believe the biggest barrier is for companies to embrace digitization? Because digitization is it here at Optimize 2019.
Yeah, that's right. It's a new space. Digitalization or digitization is part of a broader trend around Industry 4.0, new technologies, AI, virtual reality, drones, robots. And I think the main challenge for companies today is really understanding where to begin. First, developing the knowledge around all these technologies and their potential applicability, and then where to begin, because you can try to boil the ocean and get lost in that, or be very pragmatic about the approach. And what we're finding from the customers that are the early adopters is that they're being very pragmatic about the approach they're taking on digitalization with regards to opportunities where they see the low-hanging fruit, the value that they can capture, and then as they learn, they expand those opportunities.
How do you envision the industry shifting in the next 10 years?
Well, I mean, look, I think it'll be dramatic because it's not only digitalization, there's also what we call a VUCA environment, an environment that is volatile, that is uncertain, that is complex, that is ambiguous. And in a way, it's a very contradictory environment in that you have huge opportunity. Yesterday we talked about the International Energy Agency projecting that 160 million people are going to move into the middle class every year between now and 2030. Huge opportunity, because as people improve their standard of living, they certainly they consume more energy, but they also buy more stuff that requires plastic. So that's an opportunity for certainly the energy industry, oil companies, but also chemical companies. At the same time, though, you have climate change and the pressures that that's bringing on these companies around renewables, but you also have plastics and plastics waste, and now that's surfacing as a very important issue for chemical companies. So you have an environment where certainly you can claim there's a lot of opportunity, but there's also forces, environmental forces, sustainability forces that are creating significant stresses on these companies. So the question is, what is the transformation they have to go through over the next 10 years to still be viable, profitable businesses? In our opinion, technology will play a role in all of this, because certainly climate change and plastics recycling, the depolymerization of plastic, that will require a lot of technology. So we envision companies that will continue to leverage technology significantly to drive their businesses, but also there will be new business models in order to accommodate some of the environmental and sustainability issues that are very present today.
So do you think the new legislation to protect the environment presents an opportunity for the chemical industry?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it is well-crafted legislation, any legislation creates opportunity. For example, when you think about plastics recycling and any legislation around that, like we're seeing in some countries in Europe or here in the US around the banning of plastic bags, there will certainly be opportunities around recycling of that plastic, the use of new materials, for example, to replace that plastic. And overall, I'm a believer that a well-crafted legislation will create the necessary opportunities for the industry to continue to thrive.
It seems that everything is powered by AI these days. So what's tangible difference can it make to companies who need to protect margins in heavy industry and processing?
Yeah, look, so AI has been around for 30, 40 years.
Right.
It's not new technology. It's the enablers that are now here today that make it a reality. High performance computing, the cloud, data lakes, interconnectivity. All this is come together to really then now allow us to leverage those algorithms that have been developed already for many decades. And really the difference will be ultimately about agility and insights. So the ability to derive insights from the data that it's always been there, but that now we can mine at a speed that we can utilize to make faster decisions.
Very good. Thanks so much for joining us. It's
Thank
a pleasure
you
to
very
meet you.
much. Yeah,
Thanks
same
for
here.
coming.
Thank
we really
you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Antonio Pietri, he is the CEO of Aspen Tech here at Optimize 2019. I'm Don Armstrong, and thanks for joining us.